So I want to start off with a few things I want to say before I start the video. You can skip to the end of the intro timestamp if you don't want to watch or listen to this segment. If you haven't seen this tower already, I would highly recommend watching the showcase video that will be linked in the description. There are so many cool sounds and visual effects in the full detailed version of this tower that are off or I have disabled in the Eternal Abyss version of this tower. With that out of the way, I want to say some things about this grind that are on my mind. I'll try to keep it a little brief, and I will go more in depth in the description. This is probably the best tower I've ever played, which is very impressive for Horrific. I had around 30 hours in place version before it got added to Eternal Abyss. It got added to the TA a lot sooner than I anticipated, and I was kind of toying with the idea of getting first victim TOCI. Getting first victim TOCI when it got added, when I was still grinding it in the place version, but I decided I wouldn't because I assumed I would have already beaten it by the time it got added and I didn't want to rebeat it. But then it got added when I only had 2 runs to floor 9, and I was just like, I think I can beat this fairly quick, so I'll go first victor if Lily Positive Verifier doesn't try to get first victor. Anyways, the grind ended up becoming really stressful because I was spending so much time just trying to beat it ASAP for first victor. The first 4 to 5 days of this being released, TOCI was the only thing I even did on my computer. I still give this like kinda high enjoyment rating because it wasn't really the tower's fault anyway, and besides, I was still kinda enjoying myself even with how insanely unlucky I got and how frustrating the grind was. My PB stats were Final Stretch X5, 2 of which being the final jump, 10x10, and 9x27. Just insane. That's more than 40 runs to floor 9. I want to list some names of people who helped me push through with this grind and was just there for me, I guess you could say. I'll put their names on screen right now. I grinded with Killy at first, and we would just talk about the tower, I guess you could say. And I used to say it made it easier to grind. Crisis I ended up talking to later on when I was grinding in TA rather than place. They would support me with very nice and kind words that motivated me to keep playing. They'll help me with some stuff like specific strats and whatnot, and I think overall they'll be the most at the first victor grind. Anyways, that's enough yapping now, onto the video. Oh my god. 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 Holy shit, bro. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I just did it. First victor. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, dude. Final stretch X5, bro. Oh my jeez. Hold on. I know what that's holy shit. Okay, good. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm trying to take. That's 6 more hours. That's 30 hours in place. Oh my god. Oh my god.